Hi guys, I just wanted to come here and say thank you so much for everything that you did for me for the 7 years that I was a part of Lumina. I'm so grateful for all the memories that I made and the friendships that I still have from Lumina. So yeah, thank you, and I wish you all the best going forward.
David, thank you for all that you have brought to our lives through theater magic. You and Jillian started something big in 1997 in your basement on Boston Avenue in Tacoma Park. Now, thanks to your generous mentorship, Meg and Sophie will be carrying forward the Lumina tradition. Skull.
David, now that you and Kathy are happily ensconced in Charlottesville, you'll be able to enjoy life quite like Tight Barnacle, without having to interact with the public. Julie, your devotion to Lumina has kept things running smoothly, ranging from keeping the books to riding your hog on stage when needed. You have done the work of many. We will miss you. Cheers.
Wendy, your costumes have wowed me from the first Lumina production that Sophie was in, Cymbeline. What I remember most is your rainbow of colors and your rainbow of characters that matched in intensity the acting and directing.
Dianne, thank you for your adept costume creations. Not too many costumiers would be willing to work with fur, pleather, and other weird fabrics, but you were willing and quite able. We will miss you and your creations. You and Wendy leave big shoes to fill. Cheers.
Hi, David. I'm afraid I just have to start by admitting that I'm not off book yet. I need to read my script. Dear luminaries, my heart is full as I think of how much you gave to Lumina Studio Theater, far beyond what any of us had a right to expect of you. You dreamed bigger every time, making the stories more complex, the stage combat more authentic and exciting, the costumes and makeup more extraordinary, and pushing the actors to perform at a level that I think even surprised you, and certainly delighted their parents and other audience members. David, you were such a great mentor and teacher to both our kids. It's amazing that Sam began spouting Shakespeare when he was just 5 and is still doing staged readings with Lumina Studio Group over 20 years later. The training and confidence they gained spilled over to other parts of their lives. Sam snagged great parts in his high school play. Recently, Lily read her poetry at the Portland Museum of Art event with a stage presence of a pro. Plus, you taught me so many lessons about love and resilience during the years you lost Jillian and found Kathy. Julie, you're a woman of innumerable talents and a can-do attitude that enabled David to dream big. I loved watching you up in the rafters, sending down confetti on the set, or driving onto the set with your beloved motorcycle. You reeled in talented folks like Jeff Struing, Jim Porter, Brian Monsell, and created the Lumina production dream team. We're grateful for all your work, from property management at the White House to securing our home at the Black Box, making Lumina possible. Wendy, you're a costume creator who turned a pair of curtains from Value Village into a pleated and petticoated hoop skirt. I'm still in awe of your talents. How lucky for us that you stuck with Lumina through thick and thin. And what lucky actors who got to wear the tuxedo or the sexy disco outfit of their dreams. There were moments when your creations took our breath away. I think of Aziza in a gorgeous white gown as she stood on the stage near the end of A Winter's Tale. Pure theater magic. Dianne, I remember you joined Lumina as Wendy's understudy. Soon you are flying solo, costuming entire productions. We're so grateful for your stamina, humor, and loyalty. We can't wait to hear about your next act. David, Julie, Wendy, and Dianne, cheers.
Lumina's become a very important part of my life, and I've made so many memories here that I'm never going to forget. I'm very grateful for Julie for making everything possible. Nothing would have been able to happen without her. And I'm very grateful to David for teaching us everything about theater, Shakespeare, everything, and it's been amazing to learn all of it. I'm very grateful to Wendy and Dianne for making these incredible costumes throughout all of these shows. It's always amazing to see the costume lineup for the first time for the shows.
Thank you, David, Julie, Wendy, and Dianne for creating such a remarkable community in Lumina. Your commitment to the actors over generations, your compassion, your connection to families has made an incredible difference, and I can't imagine a more lasting legacy than what you've created. So thank you.
I'm Liz Porter. My first Lumina play was The Tempest in 1998. It's when I first met Jillian. It's when I first met David. It's when I was first introduced to theater magic. I can't say how proud I am to have been involved with Lumina for over 23 years. It's definitely been a second home to me. And I'm so grateful to those who started it and to those who have kept it going. Thank you.
Thank you, and be thou free and fare thou well.
Between our two children, Claire and James Slay, we had nearly 2 decades involvement with Lumina and its magic. Claire was struck from the very first play she attended at age 6, Romeo and Juliet, with her friend Molly Hickman, who was part of the cast. She sat up front with the other children and thought the blood that was spilled was real. Starting on that day, she became a dedicated Luminite, with her all-time favorite role as Cassius in Shogun Caesar. Backstage, she could not speak with me to maintain her character, plotting against her former friend Julius. Her transformation on stage was so complete, it literally frightened me. James lobbied us to get involved in Lumina, but Steve and I thought he was a short-timer, taking up the bard because he was so close to Claire. His first play, where he found a way to eat the whipped cream that was part of the midsummer brawl, was our proof. But James, too, was transplanted by the Lumina magic. He kicked Blair's soccer to the side, never looked back, and loved playing Hamlet and his favorite role, Coriolanus. As I look back, Lumina was made possible by the brilliance and creativity of David and Jillian, the incredible operations acumen and backstage work of Julie, a dedicated board of which I was proud to serve, including as board chair, the incredible parent community, and the many supporters in the arts and government, including Jamie Raskin, our congressman in the 8th Congressional District. It has been an incredible run to date, and I know and trust the Lumina magic will continue with such creative and dedicated new leaders in Sophie and Meg. Thank you, David and Julie, for all you've contributed over so many years. David, I remain amazed and inspired by your creativity. I also want to acknowledge Wendy and Dianne. They took cast-offs and thrift finds and made magic for young people. It really has been quite a run, and Steve and I, Claire and James, who are now quite far away, look forward to what we know will be an incredible second chapter. We know the Lumina magic will continue. Good luck to all.